Ninja! Ninja!
It's 11:59 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the walls. The chair is against the walls. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song. It's 11.
And welcome everybody to our daily Gunshop. Come to you live every weeknight. Well, weeknights at midnight Eastern. And we talk about guns for an hour. Got Dead Horse jumping in. He's going to be in and out.
Thanks for having me, G.
Yeah, you bet. And then we got Gary jumping in from Kansas. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for the invite.
I'm down here in Arizona, and we're simulcasting this over on gunchannels.com. So if you'd like to join in, it's a panel discussion. We can chat about guns and attempt to not go in the direction that the mainstream media is attempting to focus us into. So today's Thursday. On Thursdays, we typically talk about CCW or training, but we can talk about whatever. It looks like we got a couple of people joining us over on the Gun Channel side with the external chat there, so we can have a bit of a conversation. That's what this is all about, having a attempt at the new media, using the interactive nature of the internet to have a conversation, not just listen to a radio show. All right, so heck of a lot of people joining us on the other side, and then we got a couple people over on Gun Channels. If you'd like a link, let us know. And where do we want to take it today? Anybody have any ideas or any direction to go to start off?
Well, we could talk about whether everybody's written their letter to President Trump yet.
Yeah, I saw you put a video up on it, and I know Roosted did as well. Dano made it sound like he was sending an email. I don't know if that, I don't think he meant he wasn't going to write an email or letter, but I didn't see him do anything like that. But I
think David Bolling did also.
P&W Woods did.
Right on. Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm glad to see it.
I have not. I was farting around all day, but I'm going to do it today or tonight, I suppose. And like you guys say, it takes like 10 minutes. It takes longer than we've talked about it right now, really, to write a letter that gets the gist across. You guys each seem to do about one page, 8.5 by 11, it looks like.
Yeah.
And I think at first, my tendency is to be real brief, but I like yours, the reasons why and the, I guess, like letting them know that if the, kind of what we talked about on the show the other day, if the NRA, is leading you in just direction, let me tell you that that's wrong. That's probably more than I would have done, so I'm glad you posted that up there. It makes me think maybe I should do more than just a sentence or two. I guess I was thinking that the letter gets there, like we kind of all figure, right? Somebody opens it, gets put into a pile. We like this current decision, or we don't like this current decision, and then there must be big, like and dislike piles for all these different things that are going on in the world. And I figured it was just be adding one to that pile, but like you said, if they ever do get into that pile and look, like you guys mentioned, the having some detail in there could be useful, especially if they do say, hey, dig into that pile of people that are for it and find out why. If I did what I was thinking, it would just be useless. It would have just said, you're wrong, I'm right. You guys seen anybody else do anything besides letters even?
Instagram post, I'm seeing a few of those. Tweets. There's a little bit on the Twitter going on.
I've seen a couple I don't understand and a couple I thought were pretty clever.
And then Gunstreamer turned around and reposted my video out on Facebook and Instagram. So it picked up a little bit of traction there. So this is nice of them.
Yeah, very cool. Oh, Angelina's out there.
Yeah, she said she sent a letter. And Bass Boy did also, so yeah, we're getting some in there. And of course, I've read the occasional post of people saying it's not going to do any good, blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, if you got that attitude, it probably won't. So
It certainly won't if you never write it, and you'll certainly be correct. If you do nothing and just do a no effort, then you're 100% correct. And nothing.
That's a self-fulfilling prophecy there.
But we had the what was it, the question and answer area time there, and we didn't effort enough. I guess we gave them info, but we didn't give them an overwhelming amount of info from a number, enough people, I guess, to it's that it still went through, so we still have to deal with it.
Right.
Or no, that was about California. I was gonna say I saw something that was positive, but I think it was just about California. All right. Well,
Mattis, I guess, announced he's retiring in February.
I saw something on Instagram, and then one of the replies to the thread or the post was that he's not happy with Trump. But I don't know if that's just somebody saying that, or if that's
the way CNN spinning it on the news, like basically the entire administration's in turmoil.
Well, yeah.
Of course, that's the way they're.
I read a thing that it was due to health reasons, but who knows what? Like, I don't unless it comes directly from him, I don't know. But the thing I read said due to suspected health reasons. So I assumed he has cancer or something going on with him, or because stepping down in February is a pretty long time versus I got a problem with Trump. Like they would step down pretty much right away, right? Like, I mean. Why would they wait till February? I have a feeling that he has, medical stuff coming up, and I don't know. That made way more sense to me. Because Mattis is older. How old is Mattis? Right, like late 70s, isn't he?
I don't know. Is he that old?
I thought he was. I thought he was like 77 or something.
Yeah. I don't know if they would have taken somebody in the first place.
That's 68.
Oh, 68. Well, I guess he's not as old as I thought.
I can't imagine they would have taken somebody in the first place that would be not able to complete a term. But I don't know. I saw something on NPR.
Stuff pops up, though.
Well, that's true. But again, you're kind of usually vet that through, right? Somebody's got like an issue, kind of weighs out of it. But anyway, I saw something, or listened to something on NPR the other day that was talking about, like you said, they're trying to make it sound like all the time that his whole administration is at risk, and he keeps going through people, and this person's getting dismissed and that person's getting dismissed, and then I think in a fair way, they ended it kind of quickly. I mean, it wasn't 100% fair, but they did include the fact that, like, I think every single president has gone through like 4 chiefs of staff or something in the first year. And then they sometimes will get finally pick somebody that can last for a couple of years. But the longest chief of staff ever was like 5 years. And that, of course, is going through multiple ones for the first term, and then finding somebody for the last year of their first term, and then having that person for the other 4. And that's the most we've ever had. So it's not usual, in other words, for the people that the president appoints to stick with them for the entire presidency. So they're making it sound like this is a big deal when it's just kind of the norm, I guess. Or if it, I don't know. I'm just saying, I thought that was interesting that they mentioned that at the end of it. All right, well, anything else with training or CCW? I probably should have left that dude with the snubbies till today and talked about his...
Yeah, I went to his website and looked at some of the videos and stuff like that. But a lot of it you have to pay for, of course. So.
Oh, really? It's like...
There's only 3 videos on the YouTube channel that are free for the public to see. But the class itself's only $150.
That's interesting. So he has his YouTube channel set to the videos you have to pay to watch?
Well, I only saw 3 on there, period. I presume you probably either have to go to the class or pay a certain fee to go on the website and watch the rest of them. I don't know.
I don't know. He didn't really mention like that it was a web thing or like a video thing, but he was basically into revolvers. Looks like Jaeger's doing some kind of revolver class too. I've seen stuff on.
He was showing some reloading videos and stuff like that about how to do quick reloads and stuff like. Kind of interesting.
All right. Well, I don't know. Or maybe we'll have a short show. It's a lot of dead air tonight, so I don't want to make you guys do a lot of work. We're going to have a show, but I just don't have it in me today. Anything else to talk about?
Did you want to? I don't know if you talked about it earlier or anything, but the announcement that the wall got funded, got passed the Senate.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
5.9 billion or
yeah, a lot of money.
I don't know if that's a lot of money. What estimates I've heard, but sounds like enough to start, maybe.
I don't know how much it costs to build those things.
How much did it cost for those little tiny like fragments, like the testers? You remember those?
No, I thought a lot of money, millions. I thought. I thought I was just so shocked it came out. The next day, right after bump stocks, like the very next day. Oh, bump stocks banned, walls funded.
Do you think that they're connected?
I don't know. I wouldn't put it out of the. I wouldn't put it out of the spectrum of possibilities. That there wasn't some kind of like, oh, I'll give you this, like, you give me that. I don't know. I've heard a lot of, a lot of our government works like that. It's like give and take, right?
Yeah. So yeah, did we essentially trade bump stocks for the wall? I mean, I think that's kind of like an interesting.
What if they build the wall out of recycled bump stocks?
Oh, damn. Are there even that many bump stocks around?
I don't know, but then we could just ban regular rifle stocks after that and just make everything like nothing can have a stock. And there you go. We'll just make the wall out of stocks.
Well, it'll be stocks and then it'll be like AR-15 lowers.
Yeah.
And then it'll be I don't know. What do you think would be next? Something stupid.
Oh, just all the steel, yeah, just everything. Just no.
All right. Well, so do we have a gun shop for today, or we do not have a gun shop?
Do you have a gun shop that you've been to recently, Angelina?
No, because I've done 2 gun shops recently. But let me see if I can think of one. Oh, you know what? There's one that's local to me, I guess. It's kind of it's a small place. It's called Fort Courage Armory. I'm trying to see if I can find pictures of it or something to share.
That's a cool name to be named Fort Courage. Is that a real fort? Like, is that a real thing, or is that just their name?
I don't know. Isn't it like a thing? Like, isn't Fort Courage Armory like a thing?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure I've heard like something else called that too. But I just jumped on the interwebs. I'm gonna screen share. Where is it? There it is. All right, so I found this website, and this is them. They moved recently. They have a different store location. It's pretty nice. Inventory, it's like a typical California gun shop inventory where they don't have a whole lot, but that's not really any different from anywhere else. Yeah, I mean, there's the people in there are pretty they're pretty nice. It's every time I went in there, it's a bunch of like old guys. One old guy coincidentally like somehow knew my uncle or something like that. But anyway, yeah, it's a good shop. I do transfers here sometimes. They don't have an attitude about it. A lot of places when you go to do a private party transfer, they kind of like don't want to do it for you. These guys don't care. They're nice. And yeah, it's just like kind of like if you want like older rifles and stuff, they have a pretty good selection of those. Like some used stuff.
Do they sell like ammo and accessories and all that stuff too?
Some, yeah. Before, I would say that the last time I was in the shop is probably about 6 months ago. And they had like a small selection of accessories and stuff, but they definitely have some. Ammo was pretty limited, though I did see, I think I saw like 300 black out there, which is kind of rare to find around here. So, yeah. Fort Courage, Simi Valley, California. Oh, and I know the dude does, the dude that owns it, I think he's involved in that Single Action Army shooting club thing. Because I always see like cowboys shooting stuff around there. But yeah,
Okay.
Gunshop of the day.
Right on. One of the reasons we do the show on a daily basis so we can feature a gun shop every day. Anybody wants to suggest one, if you've got a shop you like, or if you've reviewed a shop, you can always email them to us at dailygunshow@gmail.com.
I guess Fort Courage was the name of the Fort and F Troop, if anybody's old enough to remember that show.
Oh, yeah. Dang. Look at that.
Oh,
That
so
made
it is.
them might ring a bell.
Yeah, that does ring a bell.
I don't know what that is, but see, I knew it was something. And then I see here that, is it Bass Boy or Bass Boy? We don't know. Less than 50K bump stock sold before October 2017, and then about 175,000 after.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't believe that, those numbers.
which one don't you believe? Like, how do you not believe
Both.
it?
I don't believe either.
In
Because,
why?
like, well, I know a lot of gun people of all different types of guns, right?
Right?
Especially what bump stocks are made to go on, which is the AR platform. I'm involved in all sorts of groups, all sorts of stuff. I never see them. I never, ever, ever, ever see them. I've seen them for sale forever, and people couldn't even give them away before Vegas, right? And even after Vegas, people tried raising the prices on them, still couldn't even give them away. People weren't buying them before Vegas, and people weren't buying them after Vegas. Granted, I'm sure a couple did, but I don't think it was. I don't believe those numbers at all. And I believe it's a company called RWS bought all the remaining inventory, and is selling it off. And by their own words, they only got a couple thousand. Like everything they had in stock only amassed to like less than a couple thousand stocks. So if that's all they had in inventory, like when they closed doors, I don't know. And I don't see companies like Optics Planet and all that like, oh, give me 1,000 of these for me to hold in my inventory, or 500 of these. Like, I don't see those kind of numbers, not for those. I think they were a very boutique thing that, you know, appealed to new shooters, and a couple of them bought it, and most didn't. I would estimate the total number of bump stock solds like under 30,000 total.
They say those things when they retail at 200, 250, something like that, more than 200. So they had to wholesale at more than 100, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
So more than 100. How many distributors are there in the country? You're saying there's a distributor in every state, so that would be 50 distributors. That doesn't make any sense because distributors distribute. They don't, they don't archive them. They don't just warehouse things. So 50. If there was, that would be, even if there was a wholesaler in every state, which there isn't. There's like 6 big wholesalers maybe, and that's like 3 big ones and some smaller ones. if there were 50, they would each have 1,000 of those things on hand. So they're each going to get $100,000 worth of inventory on something like that. I think that horse is dead on. And then they say that it went to 175. I just don't understand how that can be enveloped into the community. How many gun owners are there? 175,000 stocks. We all know somebody with them.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you think about it, so we're all, gun people. And if you think about it, how many of you actually know somebody that owns a bump stock? Out of everybody that I know that's into guns, I know one person that owns one. No one else I know owns one.
I've been to something like at least 50 shops this year, maybe more. 70, I don't know. And I don't see bump stocks. I mean, I'll go looking for them, but
I know of one gun store that has one bump stock in it for sale in the package that's hanging on a wall. And yeah, just one. But it's probably not there anymore. It's probably, they probably already took it down, I'm sure. And then, I saw ads like yesterday and stuff. I was talking about it earlier. I was seeing these ads. One guy was like, I'll buy all your illegal bump stocks for $20 a piece. And then literally 3 ads down from that, another guy's like, oh, I'll sell you this bump stock for $5,000. Literally $5,000, right? And then a couple ads down, another bump stock for $1,000. And those, they're not going to sell. No one want. I mean, for what it does, you can replicate that too easily for 5 cents. It's, yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's that many people could even possibly have one.
Yeah, I don't know. I've experienced a bump stock before, and I mean, it was dumb. It didn't work that good. But I mean, I think it's ridiculous to ban it, and that's some bullshit. But they're pretty lame.
Well, what do you think, Angeli? Do you think it's possible we could have traded the bump stocks for the wall? Do you think there was any kind of correlation there? One day right after each other? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love a good conspiracy theory. That's just how I roll. So, I mean, I do think that a little bit. I think that's very possible. I mean, do things work like that, right? I'll do this, you do that.
I'm not a conspiracy guy either, but I think it's quite possible.
Well, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how the wall thing actually goes. I mean, will bump stocks ever come back? I don't know, probably not. But I think it'll be interesting to see how the wall thing goes.
I'm curious at what other how we're gonna push back and what we're gonna get back for this. Because instead of just letting them take something, I say now's the time we go take something back. So they want bump stocks, fine. I say they can have them. Let's take suppressors back. Let's do the Hearing Protection Act. Let's push back. That's what we should be doing, is really pushing for that to go through again. Is, hey, let's get the Hearing Protection Act.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is the time for us to, band together and this writing a letter to Trump thing. Everyone who's out there thinking oh, I'm not going to write a letter. I don't have time. Shame on you. You could be writing it right now. It'll take you a minute. What have you done for your gun rights lately? I mean, I think that's something that we need to start asking ourselves more, all of us. Because obviously, I mean, a lot of people thought this bump stock thing wouldn't happen. And here it is. So what's next?
Well, if we can just talk Trump into giving us machine guns back, we don't even have to worry about bump stocks. So there you go.
Yep.
I say we just, we not just. I like the idea of writing Trump, both a letter and on social media, Twitter, and his Instagram, because I know he's active on those. Email. I suggest doing it on everything, but I think contacting our local people, every elected official, I think that's important too, and letting them know, like, hey, like, I think the bump stock ban's, garbage, and I also want the Hearing Protection Act. So.
Yeah, I mean, don't just write Trump, write your, congressmen and your senators and stuff like that. Write your local government and let them know, this is what you want. You're a taxpayer and you're a voter in their area, so make your voice heard. All right, well, what else we got? Nothing?
Have we done, when's the last time that we looked through, like, Instagram?
That's Wednesdays, but we haven't done it in a while. Should we do it?
It's been a couple weeks, I think.
Been a couple weeks. G-Webs?
Are you bringing it up?
Yeah, I could do it.
Right on. Thanks.
The first thing that comes up for me is Aim Point Jesus. Just 1 second. All right, hashtag Los Daily Gun Show.
Do you do hashtag the Daily Gun Show or just Daily Gun Show?
I think it's just Daily Gun Show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just Daily Gun Show.
All right.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to talk about Obnoxious's meme there. I didn't get it.
How far? I think we saw this stuff.
Yeah.
Did we see this, Gary?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we saw that. Did we see this?
Yeah, that's Tater's.
Taters is soups. There's my fantasy grandpa. You know what? We're gonna start right here.
This guy's your fantasy grandpa?
No, but Jodeci is. I love this guy. He's my favorite Instagram poster. Okay, so we got Jodeci, whatever we're gonna call that guy. Roosted. This is my fantasy grandpa.
Hickok?
Yeah. Am I going the wrong way?
Is he getting up in arms about the bump stocks?
No, I don't think he is.
He's motivating his audience to do something?
No, I don't think he is. Jelsma. Oh, here's Gary.
Ah. Oh, yeah, I was out looking at my dogs.
What are these? Oh, this heading to Ventura Fairgrounds. That's near me. They had a gun show last weekend, and people are trying to get that gun show shut down.
Oh, I like the look of those handguards.
Yeah, I really like this red one. That blue one, pretty snazzy too. Whatever we're calling that, I like them all.
No orange?
Yeah, no orange. That would be
MDX Arms, huh?
That would be the best. Ohio Flyer got some Every Second Matters patches. Pretty sweet. You can pick those up at gearwebsites.com. Do I have one? Oh, yeah, I totally do. Just saw it. Pink with his, what is this, an FN back there? Yep. These gnomes, they also have guns.
Those are FN gnomes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, gnomes have FNs.
Oh, here's another view. FN gnome. And then here's Slim at the gun show. Philadelphia. Ohio Flyer, learning the action target system with my son at River's Edge Tactical in Valley City, Ohio. Oh, cool. All right, that's cool. Oh, obnoxious.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
Huh. I wonder if is this for his wife or no, I don't know. Anyway, looks cool. Probably a puppy. Oh, some patches. Jodeci. Let's figure this out.
Jody Ice.
Jody Ice. Jody Ice.
I think it's Jody Ice.
Jody Ice. Dude, look at that. Do you see that he's got a little AK necklace?
Yeah.
Man, this guy is so freaking cool.
Maybe it's Joe Dice.
Oh.
I follow him on Instagram. He rolls hard. I'll tell you that.
Dude. I follow him too. Oh, Action Target reposted Ohio Flyer.
Awesome.
That's cool. And Gun Freaks did as well. Moon.
Floodlight.
That guy? When he's hanging out on gun channels?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to him? Jelsma.
Died.
He died, but he's posting from beyond the grave.
You can still post because he's that good at it.
Obnoxious is posting his what is this, an infield? Yeah. Oh, got some bad words on a patch. Got an obnoxious patch, and also the orange Ranger Eye from gearwebsites.com. Can people buy those? Are you allowed to buy an orange Ranger Eye, or is it exclusive?
Gotta buy a 5-pack. I think there's one left.
Oh, so you better hurry up and get it, or else you're not getting one.
So I have to make more and restock it. I think there might be 10. No, not even. Maybe 5 altogether.
Well, hurry up and get one if you don't have one. Got this Bravo.
Yeah, the pink ones tend to disappear.
Joe Dice.
Oh no, you need to go back one.
What?
Yeah, there was more pictures.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Keep going, one more. Yeah, that's the pick I like. That pick's.
Oh yeah, but double mags right there.
Ready mags. You run any ready mags?
Nope.
Dead Horse? Do you run any?
No. Nope, I haven't.
I sold an original ready mag to some guy on eBay, and then he's like, "This isn't a ready mag," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's an original ready mag, dumbass. That's why it said original on there." And then he sent it back to me.
Dumbass. Got some sweet new Adidas 3 Stripes Life. Not my style, but they cool. Oh.
Adidas. Every day I think about sucking up somebody else's hashtag.
Yep. Definitely somebody else's hashtag. This was sweet art you did here. Like that. Sharkane again. Some lights. Oh, lights. Oh, he's got a review up on his channel.
Yeah.
So if you want to know about those, go there. Again, here's the orange Ranger Eye. Super cool. And then Slim with his car and this Gerber knife. Pretty cool. It's 380. He's got a lot of numbers. Oh, Patriot with his, what is this? His carry. So he's got a SIG.
That's his new holster, probably.
New holster. Yeah. Yep. He's also got a key. Oh, shit. He's got 2 keychain guns.
He's got a rock.
He's really got 3 guns because he's got this gun and he's got these 2 keychain guns. So he's pretty armed.
Yeah, but what about the rock?
Oh, yeah. He's got a rock right there.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. Like, I've never seen
a lighter.
If the guns don't go off, it can throw the rock at somebody.
Yeah.
Flashlight. Pink. That's lovely. Pink's New Light.
That was awesome.
Dead Horses, Gun or Food. I think this is a food, not a gun.
Midnight Range.
Oh yeah, so it's just food. I guess that's the soul of this lamb. Oh shit. So Joe, what are we calling him? Joe Dise? Anyway, he's got these he's got a Slav squat and a Smirnoff Christmas ornament. So he's representing. Oh, here's another Slav in their Adidas. Patriot with his tactical elf. I like this whole giving the elf guns thing. It's way cooler. What's this? Gelsma. Oh, fishing rod. All right, sweet. Sharkane again. Got some wheel guns. Oh, and we got some orange patches. I like these. I kind of want a revolver, but we'll see. Oh, the effing gnomes again. And what's this? Oh, mail call. So he got one of these gear website special stockings Christmas things. And oh, got more pictures.
I got one too. I just haven't posted it yet.
Oh shit, well you better get on that. This patch right here, this chair against the wall is pretty cool. I really like that one. This was a little contest that we did for someone who could name the city and state this bridge was in. They won this patch.
They figured it out because of the type of bridge it was. Is there a few of those kind of bridges or something?
I guess it's this Roebling style was a guy who was an architect for bridges primarily in the East Coast region, like the northernish East Coast and going out to like Ohio. So I guess that's how he knew. But yeah, this dude knew. I didn't think anyone would get it, so he won a patch. But I sent him 2 patches because I thought that was impressive. DT, Orange Life, Guns Save Lives. Pretty sweet prize pack here.
2 patches.
Oh, wait, this wasn't even a prize pack. This was just free patch Friday. Damn.
That was just extra free shit, yeah.
Damn, so that's what happens when you shop at gearwebsites.com.
Well, on that day.
On that day.
Every third order ended up getting extra stuff.
Joe Dise and his little dragonies.
Yeah, he cut those mags out himself with the Dremel.
Yeah, dude, you saw that on Instagram too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. Here's Midnight posting his Donald Trumpy letter on his social media, so that's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was well written also, if you read it.
Yeah.
Check that out. Repost. Do the same. Oh, this crazy elf is back. Now he's got a new gun. So what's this?
MP40.
Yeah, MP40 that he lifted from the Germans, I guess.
Yeah.
Gelsma doing a lot of fishing. Oh, judge finds school sheriff's office had no constitutional duty. It's interesting. Is Gary posting free patch Friday order? So we got all these cool patches.
Well, the big pink one I bought. The rest of them were free.
Pink one's pretty sweet. I like the shade of it.
You can thank Pink for that. He picked all the pinks.
Oh, good choice, Pink. Here we got a stapler guy.
You don't even know what movie that's from?
I do know it's from Office Space. I've seen a movie before, just that one. Gary posted his letter to the president. This was also well written. I read this earlier today.
That's just a short version that I put on Instagram, but if you watch the video, it's a longer letter, but I didn't want to type the whole thing out on Instagram. So
you should have put your little Gary cartoon like up here so it looked like you were in the White House.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. All right, what do we got here? Roosted, he's got a Christmas stocking from Gear website. So stripper clip, that looks glowy. Is it? Maybe.
Yeah, on the dark.
Pretty badass. Kershaw knife.
That was his.
Deceiving. It wasn't in there.
Oh, so that was his. Disregard is Kershaw.
No, the table wasn't in there.
The table. What about that like magazine back there? Oh no, it's not even that. Never mind. Van patch. Couple of these cards. Got a heavy card. One of these sweet patches. These patches are big, by the way. I really like it. And an FU media patch. And that blue is a really nice shade too.
By the way, no more of those FUs will ever go out again. They're gone.
They've gone away. If you didn't get one, then you have to cry. Right, here's a meme that Sharkane has hit us up with.
Is that out there right now?
YouTube site. But I don't understand this one. I think it should be Trump in the middle with the Second Amendment being pissed and looking at the bump stock.
Yeah.
Why is the Second Amendment looking at a bump stock?
Yeah, he's out there.
Explain it.
No, okay, so that makes perfect sense. So the Second Amendment is like, the Trump's all like, oh, you're the attack on the Second Amendment's over, right? And then like the Second Amendment people are looking at the bump stocks like, oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense, while still holding Trump's hand, so to speak, right? Like how this is to make fun of like the people who are saying, oh, it's bump stocks, who cares, right? Like it's not a big deal, it's just bump stocks. That's what this is making fun of. So that makes sense to me.
I guess I get it.
I'll have to take your advice, Tony, and I'm not going to understand all of them, I guess. As long as it works for somebody, I guess. I don't think it's anti or nothing. I just didn't get it. What's up with this? Did you just get this?
2 hours ago. Yeah.
This is one of them tricky pictures where you find what's wrong with it.
Oh, I could tell.
And if you look down here, you see what's wrong with it.
That's an old joke from several years ago.
Yeah, that's an homage to HK back at SHOT Show.
Because they actually got an advertisement that was put in the program or something, professionally done, that had the bullets loaded backwards into the magazine.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so that's my homage to HK. Yeah.
Ohio Flyer, picture from J.M. Davis Museum.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's the ad from HK. They put this out as an actual. It wasn't an ad. It was their catalog.
Oh, catalog. That's right.
Yeah, that they gave out at SHOT Show.
So that's what happens when you have professional photographers who don't know anything about the industry.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my little homage. I was trying to see if anyone was going to nail it or notice that it was an homage to that.
Are we at the end now? Oh, yeah, I guess we are.
Yeah, we're back in November now.
All right, so you've seen the pictures. We've laughed. We've cried.
I think I had the only one that had a dog in it.
Yeah, Gary's the only one with the dog in it. So I'm going to go around the room. We're going to start with Gary. But while I'm asking the panel, I would like the audience to tune in and let us know what your favorite picture was. And we can consider that if we need to. So, Gary, what picture are you choosing for your fave?
Well, let's see. Yeah, scroll through them real quick.
I'm scrolling through them. There's a toilet. There's a Gary. There's a dog.
I can't vote for my own picture.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, that'd be tacky.
All right, what are you picking?
Let's do one of the elves.
All right.
Yeah, that elf right there. That'll work.
All right, so Gary's going with Patriot in the Dark and his M1 elf. Dead Horse.
I have to go with Pink and his little laser light AR-15 thingy.
Okay, good choice. How the crap do I get out of here? Oh, there we go.
Gave him for Christmas.
That's his present from G-Webs.
Marco.
Oh, from Marco.
Yeah, like check, like that thing was neat. Like I gotta.
So we'll see this again.
It's like all, yeah.
It's plexiglass with an etch and then a light underneath. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably trade something like that on your laser cutter. I bet. Smaller.
G-Webs, what are you picking for your
Midnight's Letter.
Midnight's Letter? All right. What am I gonna pick? I'm picking this one. The
Slav.
The Slav and the vodka. So I'm gonna head over to the interwebs and see what you guys have been saying. So what do we got? We got a lamb. Oh, M1. M1.
I saw the elf with the gun.
Elf. So it looks like elf because we got M1. We got, nope, gonna go with elf. Midnight saying elf. So it's looking like the elf. So
Yep.
Elf's a good one.
Congratulations, Patriot in the Dark. You are our tactical Instagram picture looker winner.
Shot of the day.
Hot shot of the day. Speaking of that, I see that Bob's out there.
Yeah, he is.
So hey, Bob. And yeah, so I don't know. I guess that does it for the Daily Gun Show, unless anyone has something to add. Anyone?
I guess that dead air tells us nope. So wrapping it up in about an hour today. Thanks everybody for watching and listening. Back same time tomorrow.